What's up, YouTube? This is Garrett from Garrett's Tech Lab, and somebody cue that intro. All right, guys, we're back. Today we got something, I'm not necessarily going to say it's a little special, but it's definitely something a little different. It's definitely something a little different. We have, let's go on and open this box. Da-da. It's a crazy box opening. Still, because the box just goes, this little thing goes all the way around the box. And we've got the HomePod Mini. We've got the HomePod Mini. Let's go on and open this thing up. See if there's anything really of any value on the outside of the box. You can see it's just a picture of the speaker. Mini, speaker, mini. And here's the top of the speaker here. Let's get this unboxing knife out. All right. Now, originally was an Android guy. I've just kind of gone all in on Apple and all their products. I'm doing the iPads, the MacBook, the iPhone, the Apple Watch. And the one thing I don't have is a lot of Apple's automation. Oh, wow, that's nice. Don't have a lot of Apple's automation products because, quite frankly, they're just not the greatest. I usually use all of Google's automation products, but if anybody knows the one thing about Google, they will just quit a product in a minute. So you always have to be kind of on the lookout for what's new and what's happening. So most of my automation is done through the Google Home speakers. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the Mini. I kind of wanted the larger one. I just could not justify $400 for a Bluetooth speaker. And I'm going to tell you, this thing feels really good in the hands. It's kind of a cloth material, and it does feel really nice. It's got a little sticker on the bottom. We're going to take that off. Has the Apple logo on the bottom, and right here it has the touchpad. And very iPhone-esque. They've got the cord wrapped around this little piece of paper. So this is it. It's about the size of a baseball, a little larger, maybe a softball, with a braided cable. Nice braided cable attached. And yeah, it's not too bad. Let's see what else is in the box. Got a little piece of cardboard. Oh, boy, is this not rare. Apple actually included the charging brick. We don't see these very often anymore, do we? And the rest of the paperwork we have an Apple sticker and the actual here's all the warranty crap. We don't really care about that. And here is the actual instructions. HomePod Mini, connect, turn your Wi-Fi on, your iPad. We are going to use an iPad because my phone is downstairs. I'm really hoping this works. I kind of have my doubts because I'm not, to be honest with you, Siri sucks, man, right? So we'll see how well this thing works. I was just at work today, and work in IT, and I had to do some quick megabytes to gigabyte conversions, and just couldn't quite handle it, man. So luckily on my iPhone, I've got the Google app, and I was able to use Google to do that. Let's get this thing plugged up, and let me grab my iPad real quick. This is my iPad here. I'll see if we can't turn this around and you guys can follow along with me here. Spinning around. All right, so you can see there, we're gonna select setup. And what room is it in? It's in Garrett's office. Recognize my voice. These are a few things that you can say to Siri. Siri for everyone. Agree. Transfer settings. And hold this. All right, there we go. I'll hold that by the camera. And it says it's setting it up. I will say it does sound pretty loud. I'm sure you guys can hear this. Still setting up. So it seems like this setup period, it's over.
Hi, I'm Siri. Welcome to HomePod. You can't tell, but I'm waving. To get my attention, say, "Hey Siri." Let's get started. Say, "Hey Siri, what can you do?"
Hey Siri, what can you do?
I can do lots of things, like turn on the lights, give you a news update, and tell you about the weather. Now you try. Say, "Hey Siri, play some music."
Hey Siri, play some music.
All right, here's some music picked just for you.
All right, because you know the copyright laws, I can't let this music play too long. Hey Siri, what's the weather for tomorrow?
Should be sunny tomorrow. The high will be 52 degrees and the low will be 27.
Hey Siri, tell me the news.
Here's the latest news from NPR.
Live from NPR News, I'm Dale Willman. Some bad news for the job market on Friday. Figures from the Labor Department show America's
Siri.
employers sharply scaling back their hiring last month. 245,000 jobs
Siri,
were added. That's the fewest since April.
Before I help with that, I need to know who's speaking. Open the Home app on your iPhone, tap Home Settings, select your name, and enable Recognize My Voice.
The fifth straight monthly slowdown. The unemployment rate, meanwhile, dropped 0.2%.
So a single tap is pause.
Of a percent in October.
All right, let's try the iPhone music. I've got some royalty-free music. There's an update waiting for the HomePod Mini, and we're going to go ahead and put that update on. This update will support the intercom and a couple other little things. This guy here has quite a bit of bass in it. I'm really impressed with this little thing. I may end up going on and getting a second one and running them as a pair with my setup in the lab back there. We are still waiting on the update to finish. All right, let's go back to this royalty-free music, and let's fire that back off again. What you know about a nigga getting
cause a nigga hustling all day. I got pounds, gotta move it across the causeway. Gotta move it across the causeway. What you know about it? I'm with her with the father's honest, like designers, but I'm modest. If you know me where I'm from, then I'm a killer in disguises. Well, who rides on the riders on 49s or 49s?
That is really good bass sound. I'm really surprised. One of these little dudes will definitely. One of these little boogers will definitely. Here's something. It's a little more of a rock feel. I'm impressed. Okay. I honestly, did not expect to really even like this thing, but I wanted to check it out because I like these home assistants. Only thing I don't like is it just keeps going right back to it. Hey Siri, lower the volume.
I've turned it down.
Hey Siri, lower the volume to 10%.
Okay, I've changed it.
Hey Siri, set the volume to 25%.
Okay, I've changed it.
Hey Siri, set the volume to 100%.
That's very loud. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, I've changed it.
Now that's pretty cool. It asks you, are you sure? So I'm able to send YouTube over here. That's pretty good.
A guy who'd already won an MVP.
What's really cool is when you look at your sound options, you'll notice you have the HomePod little speaker symbol right there. So that's pretty cool. I guess we're gonna figure this thing out together. Let me try. It should just be any app that supports the Apple speakers ought to play. Here's a movie. I'm in the HBO app right now, and we are gonna go to Alien versus Predator. Oh yeah, it does. Let me go to YouTube TV.
I finally have got
YouTube
what they
TV
want.
supported. It's really kind of funny because they said all these apps weren't supported. I suppose
really
what they mean is,
and the two lionesses are just coming.
I suppose actually what they mean is, can you ask Siri to play something? That is not supported, but anything that supports AirPlay will support this device. So you can actually route. I'm now in Disney Plus. Here's Toy Story. And that sounds good too. I'm going to say that this is a very, very, very good speaker. It is a very poor digital assistant. I'm just not a fan of Siri and the... Okay, Google, how is the traffic to work?
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that. Here are other things you can try.
Okay, Google, how's the traffic to work today?
On your way to work, traffic is light, as usual. It is 23 minutes by car. I've sent the directions to your phone.
Hey Siri, how is the traffic to work
My
today?
Siri impression is working even when I'm not trying.
Traffic to work is light,
I can also
so
do an
I'm
impression of
estimating
a
23
toaster.
minutes via I-24 West.
Hey Siri,
Go ahead.
send directions to work to my phone.
The fastest route to work is via I-24 West. Traffic is light, so it should take 23 minutes.
Hey Siri, how's the weather tomorrow?
Should be sunny tomorrow. The high will be 50 degrees, and the low will be 27.
Okay, Siri. Hey Siri, when is it gonna rain next?
It doesn't look like it's going to rain between now and 10 a.m. My weather data is provided by the Weather Channel.
Hey Siri, intercom.
Go ahead.
This is a test of the intercom system.
Okay, intercom to everyone in my home.
I don't know whether that worked or not. I think my wife has an Apple Watch, so she may have got that message. So, again, for $100, I'm going to say this is an excellent speaker. Poor personal assistant, and maybe they'll get that updated, but the sound quality out of this, bar none, is the best. It definitely dwarfs this guy. I've got the Lavino version of this downstairs, the large one, and it doesn't sound anything this good. The only thing I wish is it had a screen of some sort. I use this to check my cameras and everything. Apple Home is just lacking. I don't know what Apple's plans are for Apple Home, but the amount of devices supported by Apple Home are at best in the hundreds. They're supported in the thousands on this, and by Amazon. I really don't use Amazon at all, but it supports probably the most devices of all three of these assistants, with this one being the worst. So if you want my opinion, I'm going to say that if you're in the Apple ecosystem, this is a great buy. The sound quality, I'm still amazed. I mean, I think you could hear the amount of sound coming out of this little dude is really impressive. And the sound quality is pretty good. I'm amazed by how much bass actually comes out of this little guy. I think it's got a single speaker inside of here, so how it gets such good highs and mids and lows all out of one speaker, Apple's done it again. They've made an awesome sounding device. I really like the large one. I just couldn't price justify it for $400. I couldn't quite do it. But for two of these for $200, I think I could do that. I've actually got a sound bar and a sub back here, but I could see getting rid of that and having two of these on my desk, and I think I'd be perfectly fine with that. They're supposedly, I think, don't quote me on this, but I think they support Dolby Atmos, and I know that they'll two of them will go into a pair, and you can have surround sound, so to speak, from two speakers. Sorry about that. Let me turn the volume down. Hey Siri, set the volume to 0%.
Okay, I've changed it.
All right. So this concludes the review of the Apple HomePod Mini. Like I say, I think it's a buy, especially if you're in the Apple ecosystem. This is definitely something you can arsenal of Apple products and feel pretty good about it. As they get more support for this device, I think it'll become very nice. They just need to do something with Siri. They either need to get rid of Siri and just make it a basic phone type assistant, and maybe work with Google and bring the Google Assistant here. But Siri just is not smart enough to be a full-fledged assistant as it sits today. So, if you like this review, somewhere down here, it's got to be a subscribe button. We definitely would love to have all of you guys subscribe. This is a new channel. I'm new at these product reviews, as you can obviously tell. I was kind of all over the place, but I'm having a good. I'm surprised. Kind of took me for a little shock there that I had to do an update, and I thought it was just intuitive and I just pick it right up, but I was kind of stumped there for a second on how to get the darn thing started. So one other thing I want to note that I noticed is once it's playing either some music or something, you actually have to stop that source before you can try to flip something else. And when I say flip, I mean bang. Now that is really cool. So look at this. So it's paused. It's not playing at all. This is the Toy Story movie on Disney Plus, but move it. And
Raining cats and dogs out there. I hope they make it back all right.
That's pretty cool. So check this out. Move it close. You get a haptic feedback. It's back to the cell phone. Move it close. Transfers right to the HomePod. The one thing I'm noticing though is the screen needs to be on. So if I turn this screen off, nothing happens. Turn the screen on, haptic thing, back to the phone. Back to the speaker. That's freaking cool. Let's try. Okay. Anyway, I will be keeping this. I don't know whether I'm going to get a second one or not, but I may end up getting a second one. The only reason I don't know is because I got a sound bar with a sub there that's hooked up to my MacBook, and I like that. So, again, if you like rambling product reviews, I am your guy. Click subscribe down here somewhere. Click that notification bell so you'll know when my next rambling review. That's what I probably should call this channel, the Rambling Review. Thanks, everybody. Peace.